Right, day 3. We're out again. The weather today is the opposite of yesterday. It's against us. We're doing 10,000 steps walking every single day for the month of May. So 310,000 steps, rain or shine, it makes no difference. I have to be out and I have to get this done. So we're currently off to the post box with some parcels, because if customers leave reviews at mergs.co.uk, we like to send you a token gesture, because I understand leaving reviews a pain in the arse sometimes. It's like I just want to enjoy my thing. So yeah, we like to send out a token gesture as a thank you. And yeah, that's about it really. So we'll get these dropped off, then we'll do a steps check-in. In fact, we'll do that now while we're loitering in a bush, looking suspicious. There we go. I don't know if you can see that, 6,041, so I need 4,000 steps, about 40 minutes of walking with some enthusiasm. So yeah, let's get at it. Right, we're back at my favourite quiet piece of park. We've got 7,700 steps done. We're moving on nicely. And yeah, I just thought I'd come for a saunter around here because it's nice and peaceful. And there's no one else around, just me and the squirrels. So today's been a hard day. Today's been a really hard day. And there's different types of hard. Some hard's like you've had to deal with a problem at work, or something's gone miss, or your car didn't start, or there's these like bigger problems. Today it's just been me in my own head, bothering myself. I'm struggling at the minute with depression, you could say. Yeah, that's about right. And I think it all stems from having OCD. I only found out I've got that this year, 2024, a few months ago. It's really funny because you find out something like that and then everything makes sense. Why do I like to eat the same meals every single day? It's not because it's convenient, like I've told myself for years. It's because I like rhythm and routine and consistency and regularity. Turns out I don't like it, I need it. And without that, I really struggle. So yeah, it's been hard today. It's just one of them days where my head's not in it. I've just been for a nap. I've just been asleep for 2 hours through the day because I wanted the time to pass. So yeah, it's been tricky. But yeah, the OCD's a strange one. From the outside point of view, the outside perspective, OCD gets branded as you need to flick a light switch on and off 20 times before you can leave a room, or you need to wash your hands 5 times. That's, I assume, like one extreme. I feel like I'll put this little, well, that makes for bad content. Yeah, I feel like I'm on the other end. I'm on the other end of that. Because to me, it's almost so subtle, it could be deemed not a problem. But it turns out now that I'm taking some medication to take the edge off it, I feel loads better. And then you look back and you think, well, that's why I've been going to the gym 5 days a week for 13 years. That's the obsession bit. When I used to play games like RuneScape and Call of Duty, I mean, I think it's, is it 6,000 hours in RuneScape? You know, that's enough to learn 5 languages fluently. I don't speak any of the languages and I have nothing to show for it. But that also ties into mergs. You know, why do I like to just chip away at things endlessly? It's just how I'm wired. Turns out that's just how I'm wired. There's something going on in my head that's likes the order, likes the routine, likes to know what's going on. And I've been really struggling with that. And I think as well, having kids, children can work to a rough routine, but nothing really. I mean, they're 2. So they have a rough idea of a routine and a structure, and we can create a rough one around them. But there's always things that happen that are unplanned and can't be helped. So yeah, it's kids and OCD they don't go well together, as I am finding out. So, yeah, so that's been a real challenge. I've been trying to use it for some good, you know, harness the power of OCD. And like now, getting out on these walks. I've been antsy all day at the thought of not getting this walk in or not having the time and being like, right, well, I'll just have to come out when it's dark. I'll just have to walk through the night. Because if there's a job that needs doing, I can't be comfortable knowing it's not done. So there are a few minor upsides to it. Or should I say, you can use it for good. You can try and have it benefit you rather than just hinder you. So yeah, OCD, that's fun. But I look back and it is quite funny because there's loads of things that I did or have done or do right now. When I get a car, I like to take all the badges off the back. No, it doesn't matter what it is. Turns out I like the symmetry. I like the plain look. I wear either very subtly branded clothing or no branding because I like the plainness of it. Apparently, I'm not a big fan of putting things up in my house, like pictures and photos on the walls. And looking back, I think that's due to liking minimalism and sort of symmetry and the clean look and not much going on. So that's another odd thing that I like to do. Yeah, there's loads of stuff when you break it all down and start to identify. At first, I just felt like I liked order and routine and weird things like that, but no, it turns out there's a name for this, and it's something we've all heard of. So yeah, that's good. But it's one of those where it feels like a weight lifted now that I know, because now you know you can deal with it, you can work around it, you can put things in place to help smooth over these bumps. You can, if you don't identify the problem, there's very little you can do about it. So yeah, that's where we're at. But having kids, it's not easy, and it's even trickier when you've a few screws loose. So yeah, fun. But I think that's what's been causing the depression. I've been really sad for a number of years, and I'm really good at hiding it. Oh, I'm very good at pretending, to the point where even now nobody really knows. And it's weird because you could say, well, you've not told anyone, but you're happy to video it and put it on the internet. Don't forget, although I'm talking to you, I'm just talking to a stick with a camera on the end. There's a different level of intimacy to share with something that's not human. This is like me just thinking out loud, which is quite nice. And like I said in a previous video, I've found that I really need the time to recharge. I need the time to myself. I think that's why I like riding a motorbike, because if the phone rings, it's just not answerable. I just can't do anything. And apparently, I need that. I love it. So, yeah. But no, we're getting there. I feel really lucky though when it comes to my work with Mergs, because we've got such good customers. We've got incredibly good products. Sometimes even I'm shocked the low number of customer support emails, and I must have done a good job setting it up, because there's not many people need much, you know? So I guess that's how you know it's working, right? If I had 100 emails every day asking for this and different problems, and problems are very few and far between, so I'm proud of past me for doing a grand job getting everything set up well, which is nice. So job can be stressful, can be very stressful, but at the same time there are days where it's just peaceful, like today, where I'm losing my marbles a bit. I can afford to have, shall we say, most of the day off. I've done about 2 hours work this morning. I have a list as long as my arm. I have so many things to do. My work could never stop. There's more work. Even if we hired people and got a team, there'd be more work for them. Like, you're never done. So yeah, it's not like I'm short of things to do. It's not like Mergs has got nothing to be improved or worked on, but at the same time, it seems I've done quite a reasonable job getting it to where it is. And yeah, I suppose you could say it's working for me. Like I say, part of my pay is my time. So I'm rewarded with the freedom more than anything. You know, there's no Lamborghinis. If anything, I don't even have a car. I sold it a few months ago because it was just too expensive to keep running for something I use so infrequently. We have a car, me and my wife. We just don't need two. You know, I work for myself. It's different if you get up in the morning and you take the car, you go to work, but yeah, there's none of that. So I thought I'm just going to wing it over the summer with the bike, see how we go. If I find it's a pain in September, October time, we'll look at getting something else. But for now, it's quite freeing. You know, there's no insurance and there's, I don't know, it's, you know what I mean, it's just easy. So, well, they've cut all the grass. I don't know if they've cut this yesterday or today. I am sniffling once again. But that's not why we're here. We're here to walk. And like I say, just trying to use this OCD for good. As well, I know this. Oh, there we go. 8,800, so 1,200 steps to go. One of the best cures for depression is exercise. And it's hard. Oh, it's so hard. Because some days you get into these lulls and you don't want to do anything. You just want to sleep and just fast forward time. And the idea of getting up and doing something physically demanding is just too much. I can't do it. Which is why walking 10,000 steps is enough of a little goal to get me out and doing something. Same with vlogging it. This is almost like therapy. Just get my thoughts out, put them away, and once they've been vocalised, there's something in me that ticks it off and goes, that's better, until another day. So, yeah, 10,000 steps. It's enough to get out and to get some exercise and do a thing, but it's not enough to, be overwhelming or too stressful. So, and you know what? I'm really enjoying it. It turns out my tibialis anterior problems were just from walking too fast. I need to chill out. Walking like a maniac. It's not sustainable. It may be over time with some training. At the end of the month, I'm sure I will fly round and this will be no issue. But day 3 of walking a lot is it's going well. It's going well, to be fair. It's funny because you walk around this park and I don't really know where I'm going. But that's the purpose of this, right? Just to be out, to be present. And anyway, I feel like I'm rambling. So I'm going to march on, get the remainder of these steps banged out, and check in with you guys later. I was just reflecting on my own rambles and we're thinking, why am I doing this vlog? What's the purpose? Why am I telling you all this? It's quite a cliched thing you see on YouTube. Oh, it's just to help one person. But it really is. Just to help someone. Anyone that's having a hard time, had a hard time. I know we're in a strange transition period for mental health in men. It's okay to talk and there's a lot of positivity, but sometimes I find the way it's put can be a little patronising, or it doesn't resonate with me. And knowing firsthand the struggles with this, hopefully this comes across well and can help someone else and bring it a bit more down to earth and a bit more real life and a bit more in the trenches of the sort of BS that's normal. I think a lot more people struggle with mental health things than they let on, or they have certain thoughts or feelings and just accept that that's just who they are. I'm a big believer in you are who you want to be. You can be whoever you want. You can be, to an extent, like let's not take the piss. I can't choose to not be struggling, but you can choose to be better. That's a choice. You can improve anything and everything. And you don't have to go from terrible at something to world class or to solve problems and no, but everyone can be better. So anyway, but yeah, we're doing this just to have a bit of a chat, a discussion, and hopefully help someone else out that's doing what I'm doing or struggling like I'm struggling, and yeah, just create a bit of a sense of community that we've got this. We're a team, man. Team Mergs. No, not Team Mergs. Like, ignore Mergs. Team John. We're all Team John. Well, let's get through this. Right. The steps must go on. There we go. Mission accomplished. Day 3. Do you know what? I wouldn't even be shocked if this were a record. For the most times I've done 10,000 steps. I bet it's rare. Very rare. Which is, it's no achievement, but this is life in the modern day and age, right? Computers and cars and shit. But yeah, day 3 done. We're on our way to Lucy's dad's. Go see those guys. Go see the girls. And take it easy. Right? We'll be back tomorrow.